Cursed fortune. Eternal nightmare. John lived alone in a dilapidated farmhouse on the outskirts of town. One morning, deep in the forest, he stumbled upon a chest buried beneath the earth. When he opened it, his eyes widened in shock. The chest was filled with gold, jewels, and precious stones. But this treasure was not what it seemed. It harbored a curse that had trapped the souls of occult sacrifices within it for centuries. And now, it was unleashed, changing John's life forever. He quickly acquired a mansion and wealth beyond his wildest dreams. But with them came unspeakable horrors. At night, strange occurrences began to plague him. Shadows moved in the corners of his rooms, and he saw decayed faces staring back at him from mirrors. Whispers echoed from the walls, voices filled with anguish and malice. These were not just figments of his imagination. They were the tormented souls, trapped within the chest, and they were now hunting him. Desperate to end the nightmare, John decided to return the chest to the forest. But the forest was no longer what he remembered. The trees were massive, their branches twisted, and the ground itself seemed to shift beneath him. As he walked deeper into the woods, a suffocating sense of dread overwhelmed him. The forest was alive, a manifestation of the curse that had taken root. The roots reached out, as if trying to pull him down into the earth. With every step, John felt the presence of dark figures closing in. Their hollow, decayed faces and long, skeletal hands reached for him, their whispers growing louder. He tried to flee, but the ground itself was against him. The darkness pulled him further into its grip. John could feel his body deteriorating, his flesh rotting from within, as the curse consumed him. Eventually, John was found in a hospital, but his body was no longer his own. His skin hung loosely from his bones, his eyes empty and soulless. The hospital, once a place of healing, was now another twisted domain of the curse. Strange figures roamed the halls, and one by one, hospital staff disappeared, their screams swallowed by the darkness. As the days passed, the curse spread throughout the town. The streets, once filled with life, were now inhabited by the grotesque figures of the cursed souls. Every night, they crept from the shadows, reaching for the living, dragging them into the abyss. The air grew thick with the stench of decay, and John's spirit, though long gone from his body, remained trapped in an eternal nightmare. The curse would never end. It had begun with John, but it would continue to claim new victims, spreading its darkness far and wide. His soul, forever imprisoned in the depths of the curse, wandered endlessly in a world of torment and fear. The nightmare was eternal,